Okay, so what you want to start with is a fence, a light grey wool, then out 1, bring up by 3, then 1, 2, 3 greys, leave the gaps. On top of these grey walls you want to place 2 fences, and then 2 light grey wool next to it. For this front bit of the front sail, you want to go 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 2, 1, 1, 2, and 1. Do the same on the other side, then bring this mast up by 1. Then for the larger sail, you want to go from the center 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, like so. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 behind it. Then 3. Then another set of 3. Then a set of 2. Set of 1s, like so. Then 3. 3 like that, sorry. And then 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Then you want to go 1, 2 with greys, like so. Do the same to the other side of the sail. Bring the mast up by 1, and then do what you did to this sail, as they are the same. And I'll do the same, and I'll be right back to you. Then finally on this back sail, you want to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1, 1, and then ending with a grey wool. Do the same on the other side, and then finally bring the mast up by 1, like so. That's all for this layer, so let's move on to the next one. So to start this layer you want to go fence, light grey wool, diagonal, white wool, diagonal, white wool, back in diagonal, white wool, and then 2 more. Then 3 grey, like so, with 2 fences on top of those grey blocks. Then starting from this grey wool, you want to go diagonal 1, then 2, then 1, 1, 1, followed by 2, 3, and 5, like so, and then go down the other side with the same pattern, and I'll do the same and be right back to you. You then want to bring the mast up by 1, like so. Then onto the big sail, we bring up the mast by 1. Then we go up, like so. Then 1. Whatever it is, just being a bit weird there. So we go 1, then 3, then 2, 2, like so, then 1, 2, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 3, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and basically bring the pattern back down and around down this side, and now do the same and be right back to you. Now do what you did to this sail, and I'll do the same and I'll be right back to you. Then for this back sail, you want to be bringing the mast up by 1, and then the grey, light grey, 1, then 1, 2, 3, 4, followed by 2, 3, and 5, and then bring it back down the other side as well, like so, and that is this layer done. So let's move on to the next one. Okay, so what you want to start with is a fence, light grey wool, then 1 across, then 1 across again, then 2, 3, then 1 in, 2, 3, then 2, then leave a 2 block gap and place 2 fences in like so. Then for the sail, what you want to do, starting with the grey over here, you want to go diagonal 1, then 2, then 1, 1, and 1, then 2, then 3, then 5, and then bring the pattern back down so it's 3, 2, 1, 1, 1, 2, and then 1, like so. Then place a wooden log there to bring the mast up. Then for this larger sail, what you want to do is go 1, 2, 1. This is all with grey wool, by the way. And then 3, then 1, then 3, then 3 again, 3 again, and 3 again, like so. And then bring the pattern back down the other side, and then bring the mast up by 1. Now what you did to this sail, do to this sail, now do the same, and I'll be right back to you. And then finally for this back sail, you just want to bring all of these up by 1, like you did in the last 2 layers, like so, and of course bring the mast up by 1 as well. And that's it, we're done for this layer. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so for this layer, you want to go fence, light grey wool, 1 out, then 5, then 2, then 2 light grey wool, like so, then leave a 2 block gap, and place 2 fences in, like so. Then we're going to bring up this sail, so it goes 1 up there, then 2, then 3 blocks, then followed by 1, 1, 1, 2, like so. Followed by 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then bringing it back down the other side. Now I'll do this side, you do the same, and I'll be right back to you. Then once you've done that, you bring this up by 1. And what we're first going to do is just place fences on every single one of these grey wool, going round like so. Same down the other side, and then followed by 1, 2, 3. I'll do it down one side, and then you just clone it to the other. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then finally like that, like so. I'll do the same down the other side. Now I've done that, I'll do what I did to this one, to this sail. Now you do the same, and I'll be right back to you, like so. And then what we do, we go grey wool, then 2 white wool, followed by 2 ones going diagonal, then 2, 2, 3, 3, and then do the same down the other side, and then finally bring the mast up by 1, like so. Now let's move on to the next layer. So for this layer, you want to go diagonal fence up, light grey wool, then 1 out, then 6 out, followed by 2, and then starting from here, you want to go 1, 2, 3, leave the 2 block gap and place in your fences. Obviously remove if you're placing things there. Then for here, you want to go 1 up on the mast, then just basically fill in the border outline for these, so it goes 3, 3, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, and then ending finally with 1. Same down the other side. As you can see, I've done that. So 1 up the masts on the larger sails because there's not much to do with them. Then 1 up on this back mast, and then it goes a light grey, followed by 2, followed by 3 ones, so it's 1, 1, 1, like so, followed by 2, 3, and ending with 5, and then same down the other side. And that's it for this layer, so let's move on to the next one. For this layer, you want to go fence, light grey wool, 1 out with white wool, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, then 1, 2, then finally 1, just going up like so. Then for here, you kind of want to do these fences first. Just place a fence on top of every single grey, along here, and then finally on this front bit you want to go 1, 2 with fences, as you can see over there. Then bring the mast up by 1, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, then 1, and then finally 1 sideways, like so. Do the same down the other side. Now what we want to do, we want to bring the mast up by 1, and then on this front part, it's just placing 3, like so. Then it's 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, now 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this one wants 1, 2, 3, 4, like so. Then you want to place in your fences, like so, and do the same down the other side. Now once you've done that, you want to do the same to this sail, and I'll do the same and I'll be right back to you. Okay, so on this back sail, you want to go 1 up, then 2, then 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, and then same down the other side. And then finally, bring the mast up by 1, and that's it for this layer. Let's move on to the next one. So for this layer, you want to go 1 fence up, 1 light grey wool, 1 white wool, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, then 1, then 1 again. Leave your gaps. Then here, you want to place 2 fences, 1 on top of that fence and 1 on top of that log, and then a log to bring the mast up. Then once again, bring the mast up here, and then you want to go from this center point 1, followed by 2, followed by diagonal 1, diagonal 1, followed by another diagonal 1, then 2, then 3, then 5, 3, 4, 5, and then back down the other side. Once you've done that, you want to take what you've done to this sail and do the same to this sail, and I'll do the same and I'll be right back to you. Okay, so for this back sail, you want to go diagonal 1, then 2, then 1, 1, then, 1 again, then 2, then 3, then 5, and then back down the other side with the same numbers. You then want to finally bring up this mast by 1, and that's it for this layer. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so what you want to do is go fence, light grey wool, 1 white wool, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 1 white wool, and then 2 light grey wool, like so. Then you want to bring up this by 1, and go 1, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like so. Place fences on the front of these logs, remove that one, like so, and then do the same down the other side. Then for this larger sail, you want to go 1 in, like so, then 2, then 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, and then 5, and then same down the other side. Then bring the mast up by 1, and now repeat what you did on this sail to this sail, and I'll do the same and I'll be right back to you. And now for this back sail, you want to go 1, then 2, then 1, 1, 1, then 2, then 3, and then finally 5, and then same down the other side, and then finally to finish this off, the mast up by 1, and that's it for this layer. So let's move on to the next one. For this layer, you want to go 1, then light grey wool, then 1 white wool diagonal, then 3, then 1 white wool, and then 1 light grey wool. Then for here, you want to bring the mast up by 1, and then go 1, then 2, then 1, then 3, then 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then bring it back round. So it's 3, 1, 2, 1, like so. Then for this larger sail, you want to go grey, then 2 white wool, followed by 2 1s, 2 2s, and 2 3s, and then you want to bring the pattern back round like so. You then want to bring up the mast by 1, and then do what you did to this sail, now do the same and I'll be right back to you. Okay, as you can see I've done that, so we then want to go 2 light grey wool, then 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, then 2, 2, then 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then bring the pattern back round on the other side, and finally bring up the back mast by 1. That's all for this layer, so let's move on to the next one. Okay, so for this layer you want to go oak wood fence, light grey wool, 1, 1, and then bring it back in 1, then light grey wool and another 1. Then for this layer, obviously bring up the mast, and then you want to go 1 out like so, then 2, then 1, then 3, then 7 again, and same pattern down the other side. Then on the larger mast, bring it up by 1, then go 1 grey wool, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4 1s, then a 2, a 3, and a 5. Then do the same down the other side. Then do what you did to this sail, now do the same and I'll be right back to you. Then finally, on this back sail, bring the mast up by 1, then take light grey wool, place 1 grey, there and there, and just basically bring it round to line up, or outline actually, the sail. Then do what you did on that side to this side, like so. And then that's it for this layer. Let's move on to our final layer. So for this layer, you want to go fence, light grey wool, wool, then light grey wool again. Bring the mast up by 1, then go 1, 2, 2, 3, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then same down the other side. Okay, and then for the larger sail, you want to go 1 up, 1, 2, 1, so there's 4, 2, 3, and 5, so you're just bringing all of these up by 1, same down the other side, and then bring up this mast by 1, then do what you did to this sail, now do the same and I'll be right back to you. Then finally, for this back sail, we bring the mast up by 1, then fences all along the top of the grey bits, the grey wool, then place logs on their sides, going all the way up here, so that one goes sideways and then that one goes 2 like that, then 1, then 1 out pointing like so, then do the same to the other side, like so. And that's it for this tutorial, guys, so thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Remember to tune in for the next one for the rest of the ship. So thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. Remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. See you next time. Bye.